Top of the morning to you. I've just got back from Dublin, so I'm going to talk to you about it, and you're going to love it. So basically, what happened is, me and my girlfriend went to Dublin for a couple of nights, and it was wonderful. So we went out on Monday and got back on Wednesday. So basically, woke up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy on Monday at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, oh, I am all sleepy and stuff. Why am I at the airport? And then like showed a bunch of people my passport and they let me go to another country. So I was like, cheers, thanks for that. And then so when we got to Dublin, it was like unbelievably sunny. It was like eyeballs of laser beams coming from God's eyeballs. And I was like, oh, in the face. So we stayed at a lovely little hotel near Temple Bar. And every morning when I was there, I had like a full Irish breakfast, and I was like, nom 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 nom. So first day, walked over the river along O'Connell Street, and then down Henry Street, where there's like all shops and nice monuments and stuff, and it's like well good. And then we walked around the nice little university there, and then that was like unbelievably pretty as well. And we went to St Stephen's Green, which was lush. It's like a nice little park where there's like a little lake and like beautiful stuff going on. So it was just absolutely lush. And then went to St Patrick's Cathedral, which was lovely. I love like churches and cathedrals and all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, you love it. So in the evening, we ate dinner at Darwin's, which was this beautiful little restaurant where it was run by this woman called Dolly, and I was like, oh, that is a well good name. And she was like the friendliest person ever, and she was like, here, have this steak, it is delicious. And I was like, you are correct, that is a delicious steak. So and then after that we went to some pubs for some Guinness, and I was like, oh, this is some absolutely brilliant beer I'm drinking here, and it was awesome. And so yeah, that was Monday. And then Tuesday, woke up, had all my Irish breakfast and stuff, and was like, oh, I am feeling good now. Went over to the Wall of Fame, and like that was fun. Walked along the river past the James Joyce Bridge, and I was like, oh, James Joyce. And this little white van man stopped in his little van and was like, do you want me to take a picture? And I was like, I do not want you to steal my camera, so no thanks. And then so we kept on walking and got to Phoenix Park, and it was like it's meant to be the biggest park in like Europe or something, but I didn't think it was that big. It was pretty big. So and then we went over to Dublin Zoo, which was just like that away, and there was like monkeys and lions and tigers and all those kind of animals. So I was like, oh, this is a well good zoo. And they all had like mad big enclosures, so they were like, oh la, walking around. And then we saw like the funniest giraffes ever. They were literally like, there was buttloads of them, and like as soon as we got there to the giraffes, one of them was like licking the other one's wee, and I was like, oh, what are you doing that for? And they pulled this face like that was a poor decision. And then like the daddy, the one with like the darkest markings, like just permanently had his tongue sticking out, like look at the size of that. And I was like, well done mate, that is a big tongue, but like put it away. And there was like all penguins and crocodiles and all sorts of stuff. And then yeah, so we got out of the zoo, walked along the river the other way towards the coast, and then up to like Samuel Beckett Bridge, which is an awesome bridge. And then we walked over that, and then like back past the famine memorial where they're like, oh, buttloads of people died during that, and I was like, oh, that's sad. And then yeah, so in the evening we ate at this Gallagher's bistro, and I had a spicy burger and chips. So I was like, oh, no. And then in the evening we drank at this little place called the Porterhouse and had some of their delicious like Guinness kind of drinky drink, and then a bunch of other pubs that had real Guinness drinky drink. So I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then Wednesday we got up, went to Christchurch Cathedral, which is another good cathedral, and then down to the Guinness Storehouse. And like outside the Guinness Storehouse, there are these funny little horsey taxis, and one of them had an Irish hat on, and he was like, oh, why is everyone laughing at me? Do I have something funny on my head? And I was like, lol. So, yeah, Guinness Storehouse is well good. You get to see how the Guinness is made, and the building is in the shape of a pint glass. So the first thing that happened when we walked in, this little dude was like, top of the morning to you, and he taught us some Irish. He goes, you know how to say cheers? And we were like, no. And he was like, slancher. And I was like, okay, that's going to be useful. So I will be remembering that. So yeah, walked up to this all this building and stuff, and there was a wall of fame in there. But yeah, so there was some like really famous people like President Clinton and like Obama and the Queen. So they're like mad famous. And there was also like Paul Rudd and the fat guy from Lost. So I was like, well, some of them famous, some of them not so much. So yeah, we got to pour our own pint of Guinness, and it's lush. Basically, you queue up, and we went in with this little group where it was like me and my girlfriend and like this sort of like South American couple and this couple from Liverpool. And so she took us over to this bar, and she's like, can I have a volunteer, please? And I was like, yeah. So I went up, and so she just basically taught me how to pour it, and I demoed for everyone else. And then everyone else like comes up and does theirs, and it's just awesome. It's like the best thing ever. And you get your own little certificate to say that you have crafted the perfect pint. So yeah, then we went up to the Gravity Bar and looked out over the city, and then we ate lunch at this little French restaurant called Chez Max, which was awesome. It's like basically walking through a portal into France, and like it's just unbelievable. Like the chick that run it, she was like absolutely French. It was literally like bonjour madame. And so I had some lunchy lunch, and then we went to the airport. So that was pretty much it. So it's just awesome. So my overall impressions of Dublin are as follows. So basically, I think next time I go abroad, I might just take someone else's passport or like make my own on like Photoshop or something, just like a bit of cardboard and like scrawl my name on it. Because no one looked at my passport for more than a nanosecond. So yeah, that's one thing. Also, there's quite a lot of tramps in Dublin, but I'm used to that because like there's tramps everywhere. So what you can do? And also, Dublin is beautiful and like a little bit expensive, but it's full of history and it's got a zoo. So any city with a zoo is good in my book. Yeah, I felt like we were there for like a long time because we did so much stuff. So yeah, it was like bear tourists and everything, and it was just well good. So it was like best holiday ever. So I'm gonna go now, and you take care of yourselves. See you later. Bye bye.